This video is about the truth behind the life of each and every student studying in abroad. The truth behind those complimenting and mesmerizing words of some people to convince you to join there. The agents and their agencies in the name of educational consultancies. If you want to save your child's or someone's future, kindly watch this video. You may think that who I am and what this video is about and the reason why I did this. I am also one of those lax students who had been convinced and then cheated while studying in abroad. Yes, I am a medical student studying in abroad who came under the control of one of those fraud agencies in India. I made this video to make you understand about the problems facing by these students and the parents of those students by the agency, agents and by their colleges. Here I make this video as I already suffered by these agents and I don't want your child and your family to be suffered as I and my family did. First, I am going to tell about those kind-hearted people who spoke very kind to you until the admission of the person to their consultancies or agencies, and once the admission is done, their appearance will change into kidnappers who demands money by kidnapping your child. In our country, there are many kidnappers in the name of educational consultancies to send students to study abroad. If you check the official website of MCA, there it will be clearly stated that the MCA does not nominate or recommend any personnel or agency for the admission of students in abroad. Most of the students, after completing their high school, will be in a state of confusion regarding their higher education. Here comes those peoples, the master of convincing words. They will contact the parents and conduct some counseling sessions where they convince those parents for their own cause. Their main targets were those middle class people who wants their child to become a doctor. Because if the parents were of high class status, they may question the agents if their child were in a problem. If their child got any trouble, the one who will be in the trouble zone were those agents. The agents has to be afraid of their influence and economic status. But if they are of middle class status, mostly they will not keep questioning them and it will be easy for those agents to keep cheating them. They may welcome you to their office with some soft drinks. They will tell you that your son or daughter will stay in a hostel with every facility. They may treat you in a grand manner. But remember, those all things are only until your son or daughter boards the plane. After they board the plane and once they enter the college, there the agents will start the game. The students were new to that situation and those people who wants to be there to help them starts cheating them. Some of those problems were food and their hostels. The moral of the students who came there with the dream to become a doctor starts diminishing. Then it was in their college. The college fees alone had been up to 15 to 20 lakh rupees, whereas the fee structure given by the agents will be stated being 6 to 7 lakh rupees and had been said that we can finish the course within 10 lakh rupees. The parents will suffer a lot there, but mostly they will not show that to their child that it will affect them. They can't harshly questioning the agents as their child were in their control. You might think that for studying abroad it will cost a lot and it's the problem of those parents who got cheated. No, surely no. The reason for those parents' problems were these cheating agents and their agencies. They might say that they will help you arranging for educational loans within months. Yes, that is a way. But getting an educational loan in our country is not that easy for a student studying abroad. Many of my friends were still unable to arrange for their educational loan and their parents were in severe debts. The agents were on one hand, whereas the colleges were on the other hand in creating problems for the students. Most of the colleges, those admitting foreign students, were in an agreement with some agents. For example, if a college is in an agreement with an agent from India, then the students from other agencies will not be admitted in that college. Some colleges may also have 3 to 4 agents like that. They will allocate some number of seats for those agents. The agents will give the college administration some money for their number of admissions. For that money, many colleges admits double the number of students than their number of seats allocated by their respective government. And yearly, they will keep failing some number of students. Thus, they can reach the allocated number of seats in the final year. As an illustration, if a college has 200 seats allocated, then with the help of the agent, it admits nearly 450 students. Then they will keep failing students until they reach the 200 seats in the final year to graduate. Some colleges makes more money by failing those students and giving them remedial exams and special exams, for which the students had to pay them a huge amount of money other than their tuition fee. In countries like Ukraine and Russia, the exams were computerized, and if there is a problem in their system, the students had to be failed and then they had to retake their subjects once again. 90% of those colleges were admitting foreign students just for the sake of money, and they just squeeze out every single penny from the students' packet with the help of the agents. Now, I am going to tell about the problems faced by our students studying abroad. The 4 main countries where the students usually send were China, Philippines, Russia, and Ukraine. There are many problems faced by the students in those countries. If we take China, Russia, and Ukraine, a big problem is to adapt for the climate, because sometimes the temperature may drop to 10 degrees Celsius and below, and sometimes worse than that. In China and Russia, the lectures were mostly in the Chinese and Russian languages respectively. There is an exam called National Medical Admission Test in Philippines, which the students had to take during their bachelor degree and had to pass that exam to get admitted in medicine course. In Philippines, the student must take a bachelor degree before he can join any medicine course. In China, the local people there only know Chinese, and it will be harder for us to communicate with them. If you are out of your country, the main problem you had to face is discrimination. In Philippines, most of the Filipinos had a belief that the Indians had a smell of sweat over their body, and the students there were discriminated by them and sometimes in public. There is a state that in China they follow some traditional methods in their learning, and it will be harder for a student to clear the licensure exam in countries other than China. I think I cleared out all the problems that I met while I am studying, and I want you, the parents of the future generation, to make wise decision about your child's future. All I want to say is, don't believe the words of agents, and don't make your child to suffer as I suffered, and don't make yourself suffer as my family suffered. Don't think that medicine is the only field and being doctor is the only profession. Anyways, if you want to send your child to abroad for studying medicine, then don't ever go to any agents. It's really a waste of money and time. You can check the official website of MCA for the list of MCA approved colleges in abroad. Hereby, I show you some of the colleges in the list. There are official websites for those every colleges, and you can contact them there to join them directly. Nowadays, getting a visa is also not so tough as it been in past 10 years. Just I made this video to make you clear about our problems. I made this video as a representation of problems faced by the students studying abroad. The countries we are studying may differ, but the problems created by the agents and their motives were the same. Anyways, if you want to go to an agent, then they will make you sign in an agreement of them, and they will say anything to get sign of yours in that agreement. But please make sure that you don't sign in that one, and also you must get an agreement signed by the agent that if your child faces any problem, then the agent must be responsible for that, and must be stated that in that case you can take legal actions against them. I had clearly stated all the problems faced by us. Most of the middle class people believes that they can send their son or daughter to study medicine in a lower cost by believing the ads of many agencies. There had been many issues like the agents used to say that they will join the students in one college, but they will used to join them in another college for money. The students and parents used to raise questions, but those agents, they will compromise them as usual. If they not, then they start threatening them. There is a recent case that an agency from Tamil Nadu sent students to a college which has no MCA recognition. When the students asked about that, the agent locked up the students in a room. Somehow, 4 of their students escaped and returned to India and filed a complaint against the agent. But it doesn't withstand even for just 4 months. The agent again sent students with her agency. There are some agents who used to treat their girls vulgarly. Some agents convince some of their students to help them finding new students so that the agents will give those students some money as a commission. In India and some other countries, they made education as a big business, but still there are countries where the education is only for the learning purpose. There, the agents from India and some other countries making the education there too a business. People who can't afford to study in their own country seeks to go to abroad for their higher education in a cheaper cost. But some people runs it as a business and sucks those innocents' money as blood. Everyone came abroad with the dream that they are going to get a quality education in a better way. But after coming here, the most common words that I heard from every student is that I am really frustrated. I don't know what to do now. My parents suffers a lot in sending me money, so I can't return back. There is no other way. Do you know why they are frustrated? They don't even get their basic facilities in the colleges, such as the lack of professors and a lack of clean restrooms, and there was lack of practicals, and in some colleges there was not even a single cadaver. For example, for a class with more than 100 or 150 students, will be there a chance for everyone to listen? The students of their own country will get a separated and a better treatment in a proper way, or else they will file a complaint against the college in their respective government. Whereas the foreign students who are paying 3 to 4 times higher than them are not treated well and not even up to their standards. If our students ask questions, the response they get from the college is that just ask your agents. The students graduating from other countries are still struggling to pass the licensure exam in their countries due to lack of proper education and knowledge, and they are seeking for coaching centers for passing those exams. I had told everything what is happening. As I said before, countries may differ, but the problems we are facing here are the same. If this video is spreaded among the people, then any of the official would came to know that the students studying now does not get proper facilities, and it would help your child or some of our sister or brother to get that. I had collected all the details about those agents and colleges. If you want to know more and for your queries, then kindly mail to the email address below. Thank you.